December 31st, 1968, Paris. I was with the nanny whilst my parents were out celebrating yet another financially rewarding year. My father, Travis, worked in advertising for a major organization in the city. My family moved here from New York when I was just a baby. I used to remember seeing my mother and father embrace each other with such warmth and passion that something changed. My father, overpowered by money, had the world at his fingertips. He abused his power with drugs and prostitutes, whilst my mother spent her days attempting to save my grandmother who was suffering with Alzheimer's disease. She dipped in and out of deep, dark depression, spending hours upon hours gazing out of the penthouse window, smoking fancy-looking cigarettes. I was left alone for long periods of time, wondering what had happened to my once beautiful family. I usually had to look after myself, which, to be honest, I quite enjoyed. One day, I ventured into my father's office and went through his private collection of letters, poems written by the same woman, a woman from Canada by the name of Julie. She had a beautiful way with words that got me so caught up in the world that I completely missed the divorce papers at the bottom of the collection. My mother and father were no more. Could this be? Had my father fallen in love with Julie? I did the first thing that popped into my head and ran to my mother to show her the papers. She confirmed that her and my father were separate at the start of the new year, which meant they were going to keep it a secret from everyone who was attending at the annual executives ball. The nanny put me to bed early so she could sip wine in front of the fire, but what was the follow still haunts me to this very day. My mother reappearing from her ball dripping in blood. However, it wasn't hers. I asked where my father was and she told me he'd gone away. What that meant exactly, I wasn't so sure. She gave me a kiss goodnight and left the room. That was the last time I ever saw her.